Welcome back to Nature in Your Neighborhood, brought to you by 100 Miles. I'm Stephanie, and we're super excited to have you back here today as we focus on our next animal. So today we're going to focus on caterpillars. This is a very easy animal to go out and find this time of year. There are lots of different types of caterpillars you can find. They have different colors, they have different textures, so I encourage you to go explore and try to find some of these caterpillars in your neighborhood. But today we're going to focus on one particular species of caterpillar, and this is a monarch caterpillar. And they are pretty easy to identify once you find one because they are black and covered in all of these wonderful yellow and white stripes. So you can easily know what you have once you find one. They also prefer to eat milkweed, and that's what this guy is on right now. So if you have milkweed in your yard, I'm pretty sure that you also might have some monarch caterpillars. So caterpillars are just one of the stages of a butterfly's life stage. So these are insects, and insects have to go through something called metamorphosis, where they change through their life. So they are actually started as small little eggs that are laid on a host plant, and milkweed tends to be the most common that they like to lay on. And they'll only be an egg for 3 to 4 days before they hatch out to become a caterpillar. When they first hatch out, they are very small, and they have to start eating right away. And they'll actually eat the egg case that they're in first, and then move on to the plant that they were laid on. So this guy is now in its second stage, the caterpillar stage. And caterpillars spend most of their time eating and growing, because that's what they have to do in order to move on. So they will be a caterpillar for up to 14 days. So it's not a very long time for them to eat all the food they need as they grow. And as they grow, they actually have to shed that outer layer, or their exoskeleton, during those 2 weeks, and they will do that 5 times. So that's a lot of growing in a short time. So because of that, they have 3 distinct body parts you can see. The first is their head, which is only that first segment that you're seeing. And that head has its mandibles, which it uses for chewing all of those leaves. It also has eyes, but they're very poor and they can't see very well. So they also have those long antennae on the top, and those antennae really help them figure out where they are and where their food is as they move around. And so this guy is really using those to try to find some leaves right now. The next section is the thorax, and that has its true legs, the legs that actually help it move around. They have 6 legs, or 3 pairs, but most of their body is actually their abdomen, and their abdomen has what look like legs, but they're not true legs. They're called prolegs, and there are 10 more of those, and they are there to hold on tight. Since these guys live on plants, they have to be really good at holding on so they don't fall off. So that's what they do. And then also in the next stage of their life, those prolegs help them hold on as they transform into a butterfly. So once they have gone through and grown big enough, they will actually transition and they'll crawl to a safe spot where they will actually become a pupa or a chrysalis. They will form this next layer. So once they are big enough, they will crawl up, find a good spot. They will produce those little silk threads that you might be able to see there. They're holding that chrysalis to the top. They will then go through their next set of shedding their last set of shed, where they get rid of that exoskeleton. And underneath will be that beautiful green case. That case helps them camouflage, because they will now be a chrysalis for another 2 weeks. And at that time, they easily could be preyed upon. So being bright green really helps them blend in with different leaves. So they'll hang out in that chrysalis as they grow. And as they get closer to the end, that'll become clear. And then you can easily see the distinctive markings of an adult butterfly, which is orange and black, before they hatch out to become an adult butterfly and complete their life cycle to the final stage of being an animal. So that is all about our monarch butterfly caterpillars that we have here. So I encourage you to go out and search for them and see which ones that you might have in your neighborhood. I'm also excited to tell you that we now have a digital platform where you can see all of these videos in one. So please visit our website, 100miles digital education, and you can find all of these videos that we've been making for you in one spot. Also, please reach out to us and let us know what other things you are finding in your own neighborhoods that you'd like to learn more about, and we'll maybe make a video about those in the future. But lastly, before I say goodbye, I would like to give a big thank you to Sierra and Skylar for helping me find all of these monarch butterflies. So thank you, girls. I couldn't have done it without you. Well, I encourage you, have fun exploring, look for some caterpillars, let us know, and have a wonderful day exploring your neighborhood.